In this video, I'm going to be covering my keybinds / settings, and yeah, alright, so start off, I'm on English language, I guess. It's for some reason I'm on auto. I don't know right now. I'm playing on NA East. Ignore like the mouse sensitivity because I'm on controller. This is the controller sensitivity, X.460 and Y.465. You might ask why that's pretty low. Frick. Because I have pretty bad aim. And this scoping sensitivity and targeting sensitivity are pretty high, but that works fine for me. And the building sensitivity is at max, so I can have max speed builds, and the edit sensitivity is at max. Invert, you don't want to so I can basically have fast builds and edits. It works. The low combat sensitivity actually works fine with the high building sensitivity. People would think that would make it harder. It's really not. And we really don't need to go through much of this. This is just alright, so we should go through this actually. Toggle sprint, I don't know what that is. Sprint by default I have on because I use off stick as another bind, and it's just you don't want to be constantly walking. I mean, it's easy because you want to be sprinting in Fortnite all the time, so it's gonna take a lot of pressure off your thumb. Because you're gonna be constantly sprinting, and it take a lot of pressure off your thumb. Tap to search / interact. I have that on. Basically, what that means is if you're gonna like res a teammate, or you have to hold, or you don't have to hold your interact button for 10 seconds. You just have to tap it and don't move, and it works. Hold this. I don't know what that means. Reset building choice. Don't know what that is. Aim assist on, definitely. L2 spam. I'm just kidding. Edit mode aim assist you want off because it basically just makes you like. It's hard to explain, but it's like aim assist. It guesses kind of where you're gonna edit, and that's not ideal. Turbo building on, of course, so you can keep your walls. Don't know what that is. Controller auto on. Allow cross platform resolution. Auto open doors off. Auto pick up weapons off, just because you don't really need it. Auto sort consumables to the right. I kind of want that on, actually. So controller edit hold time. Builder pro build immediately. You want on. Controller hold the edit time. I don't. I have a custom edit bind, so I don't use this. But yeah. Feedback vibration off. It just gets annoying. The next part is gonna be the HUD. The reticle is on. That's what you aim with. If you guys want me to you can tell me if you guys want me to do a no reticle challenge. That'd be pretty hard. Big things. Mini map you want on, just so you can see your map in the top right corner. Quick bar. I think that's what your guns are, but I'm not exactly sure. Map and backpack keys. I don't know what that is. Elimination feed. I'm pretty sure that's the chat that you see where players are dying and stuff. If you want that on, just so you can have full awareness of what's going on in your game. Net bug stats, that is your ping. I have on because I like to see my ping and know what's going on up there. And yeah, I had to show FPS on. It's just a really big deal because I'm on a PS4 right now. I'm always on 60 FPS, but if you're like a controller on PC, you probably want that on just to make sure you're running a decent FPS. I mean, I always know I'm going to be like between like 59 and 60 FPS. And yeah, vehicle controls, I guess you want, because each vehicle is different. Obviously, they took away some of the vehicles in Season 10. But you want those on, just so you remember. And brightness is at half. Music volume, I put down to 10, because I mean, this isn't a big deal. Because I actually, default channel. I mean, sorry, my brain just went like my brain just like exploded or something. I listen to music when I'm playing sometimes, so it gets annoying to have the lobby music and my regular music in the background. But besides that, cinematics isn't a big deal. But you want your max volume for the game. Obviously, I can adjust the volume on my headset, up and down. So yeah. Oh frick. 75. So basically, you want voice chat on. Obviously, push to talk. I don't have it on. I don't really know how to make a bind for it, and I never really need it because I also have a switch on my microphone that mutes it and unmutes it. So, or not my microphone, my headset, and my microphone actually. So yeah, default channel I just have party, and that's pretty much it for this. I don't play on any colorblind mode. I have the colorblind strength at 10 because sometimes I play on colorblind mode for fun. That's pretty much it. Control the keyboard and mouse keybinds. We can go through another time, but because that's not important right now, and they're probably not gonna be important. So basically, L2 aim, R2 attack / shoot, or just shoot. I switch weapons like with L2 and R2 that most people do. I don't get too crazy with like these fire keybinds and like switch weapon keybinds like some people do. But I definitely have different keybinds than some people. I use place marker with this. So here's the thing that you guys need to know. I don't play claw. So sometimes I just use place marker for claw, but like that's really not important. So I don't play claw with like any of my buttons on the right side, and usually on the left side. Sometimes I make this my edit for fun, and I use play claw for that, but obviously you need to play claw if you have an edit button like this. So I have left stick as my edit, touchpad as my pickaxe. Basically I used to use triangle as an edit. I didn't play claw when I used triangle. It was like in season 6. Sorry. And I just kept it this way. I do like it better than triangle. I don't play claw to pick this up because it's just a pickaxe. I can just touch it with my thumb. And this used to be my mini-map, this button right here, but I've made it triangle, because I like it better. I mean, it's not a big deal, it's your map, because I can actually pull up the map when I'm dead now, and you didn't used to be able to do that with my other button for some whatever reason. The only thing is if you're in a mecha, you can't. If you're in one of the mecha positions, I can't remember if it's the gunner or the driver, you can't pull up the map, because triangle does something else. Square, reload, interact, that's how I search my chests, and reload my guns. Again, I have to tap, interact, and I use circle to build, and circle to switch mode, which is pull up my building and my guns, and I have X as my jump. Those two are pretty normal. These three right here are pretty normal. Triangle defaultly is your pickaxe, but again, I don't play claw, and it's not that hard to press circle and X quickly when taking your fingers off the right stick. I'm perfectly fine. I feel like I can do everything that claw players and PC players do perfectly fine while taking my thumb off the right stick. Alright guys, so the keybinds for building, I have these. I made a few minor changes, but obviously I use the standard Builder Pro, R2 wall, L1 floor, L2 stair, roof, and yeah. But for editing, obviously I don't use the Builder Pro. I have a custom left stick as my edit. So I use these 4 building controls. I had no change about them. Like same building binds. So that's the new thing about these binds, is that you're not gonna have to change the way you build for the most part, because these four keybinds are the same. And I didn't even go over this one. I guess this one's my inventory, the top one, like normal. This one I have unbound, which is my pin. I don't know if pin is a building control or not. I didn't do this one either. This one's my dance button, just like normal. And this is gonna be my rotate, repair / change trap. So basically, here's the story with this. I'm gonna have to show you some things. So, and then my everything's the same. I place my traps with right click. I've just made that new change. I used to place them with square, and then square is my change material / trap. Even though these both say change trap, square and the inner D-pad say change trap, I change it with square. the default Builder Pro controls, this button right here that's unbound changes your mats and your trap. I didn't like that because that's really hard to press. But so basically, I didn't care at first. Then I figured out is that rotate repair says change trap, which is right click. So I could change my trap with right click. This is when I place traps with square, sorry. I placed traps with square, and then eventually I figured out that I could just change my trap with right click instead of pressing this inner D-pad, or this outer D-pad, because that's before I like sort of played claw for that button. But so then basically I want to show you guys a few things. Basically, when I'm spinning around, because I have to spin around to be on the right stick, if I'm spinning and placing traps in different spots, it's hard with square because I don't play claw. So that's the thing. If you have the right keybinds, this can work for you. So I made my change materials less traps, so I'll change my traps with square, not with this button, because square is easier. And I would place my traps with right click. So that's how it works out. I don't know if you guys are understanding me fully, because I'm confusing. I'm terrible at explaining. I'm sorry. But you can just look on the standard Builder Pro controls. I'll show you in a second. Alright, so just want to show you guys quickly. If you were to go over to the Builder Pro controls, oh god, that's like, it looks a lot different. So I can't change these because it's Builder Pro. You would see the outer D-pad. I can't even show you the outer D-pad. If you look on that button, it's a building material, change building material / trap. Then Builder Pro doesn't even have editing controls, which sucks. I mean, there are editing controls, they just don't show. So their edit controls are integrated with building controls. So basically, it says right click, rotate building piece, tap, repair building, hold, change trap, and reset edit button. So I use right click as my reset. It's just in my edit controls. But yeah, and then square would be trap place. So square would be to place your trap. So yeah, that's the default. So my building materials I changed my building materials in our trap with square. I will repair with this button, inner D-pad, but I will not and rotate, but I will not change my trap with it. So I can basically just make this rotate repair if that's a thing. So guys, it's actually interesting. If you I'm using right click as my traps, and I'm not gonna switch to I can't switch it to touchpad because touchpad is my pickaxe. I could switch it back to square, and square's not terrible. I'm not gonna lie, square isn't like a trash button to place traps with. So you can now crouch while you're building. So I'll have to test that out. If that actually works. So we're onto the edit controls. It's not much. Yeah, I use left click to start my edit. This, I guess I can dance in my edit menu. I can pull up my pickaxe in my edit menu. Right click reset. I don't get why people, I mean, it's fine, whatever works for you. People sometimes make these L1 and R1. But the thing is either way, you don't have to take your finger off the right stick, because you just click down the right stick. It's one of those buttons that you don't need claw to play. And I do use circle to confirm. Basically, I just do the edit. After I'm done with the edit, move my right stick, take my finger off, and go straight to circle. I find this easier than pressing left click again or any other button. If you guys wanna understand my keyboards and how I use them more, I will probably be doing a non-claw hand cam, controller cam sometime soon. So I'll have to show you guys that. Obviously I jump with the same button. And yeah. Now we're gonna go into the dead zones. I've left these at default. Basically, I have to do like a hand cam to explain this, which I'm not gonna do right now. This is how much that little circle is dead. Basically, nothing you do with your controller inside that blue circle, it won't do anything. It won't move your character. So if we increase this to the max, then any movement of your analog sticks inside that controller, frick, I'm messing these up now. Any movement of your analog sticks inside that blue circle will not be detected, basically. How do we get to the right one? I have to just apply this and then... So any movement inside this circle will not be detected. I have it defaultly at 12. And yeah, so some people put them at like 8, but I think this works really fine.